All right. We're back here at Bring the Juice. It is horse racing season today. I got a jockey on the pod. Why don't you introduce yourself real quick, brother?
Hello, I'm Assael Espinoza. I'm 24 years old, and I'm glad to be here in Fresno and with you guys. So,
Yeah.
Looking forward.
About to be part of the Bring the Juice racing team eventually.
Yes,
We'll
exactly.
See. We'll see.
That's when I wear my hat.
That's when I get you the hat.
Exactly.
Once the money starts coming in. I
Yeah,
got you.
exactly.
So let's just start from the beginning. At what point do you realize, hey, I think I should become a jockey?
Well, I grew up in the industry. My dad rode horses. He rode quarter horses. My uncle is Victor Espinoza. He won the Triple Crown in 2015.
Your uncle won the Triple
Yeah.
Crown. Wow.
And that was in 2015. And well, I grew up watching my uncle, my dad. So I always knew I wanted to be a jockey.
What's the process of becoming a jockey? Isn't there jockey school and all that stuff?
Usually, in some countries, they have jockey schools. But where I started in Mexico, they don't have jockey schools. So
It's just go.
exactly. So you get to the racetrack, you start to getting on horses. You start from basically step one.
Right.
Grooming horses. You start brushing them, feed them, and then you make your way up to groom. And then after groom, then you are a gallop boy. You start to gallop in them, and then after a gallop boy, you are a jockey, and that's how basically.
How many years is that process?
It took me around 2 years or 3 years to my first race, to ride
Right.
my first race ever.
Have you ridden a horse where you say, hey, I don't want to get back on this thing right now. It's a little too much or too crazy?
Oh yeah, definitely a bunch of them, and as you can see right now, it just goes like that. But I mean, I'm never afraid of a horse
Right.
or anything like that.
Well, just like any contact sport, in football at least, we're taught if you go into a tackle, if you go into a place scared, that's when you do get hurt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So similar with horse racing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we do get a lot. We do get hurt pretty bad. Usually, when you have an accident, it's nothing light. You're always gonna
Right.
get hurt.
It's big contact.
Yes.
Because how fast are you usually going on one of these puppies?
Usually at 40 miles per hour.
40?
Yeah. I mean, you can see them on TV or even here on the grandstand, but when you're actually on them, it feels
Well,
a
it's
lot
different.
faster. Yeah.
Believe me.
Yeah.
Believe me, when I was riding bobsleds, I was like, hey man, on TV, it's like, oh yeah, look,
It's totally different.
You're going 80 miles an hour head first, and it's like,
It's crazy.
This is different.
No, definitely. Yeah, it's the same thing here.
But you'll drive a car 40 miles an hour, and it's like
And you don't feel it.
nothing, right?
Exactly. The thing is that you were running against 6 other horses, 7 other horses,
Right.
and everyone is trying to win a race to all the jockeys. So
Right.
if I have the chance to block you, I'm gonna block you. I'm not gonna let you go through.
Right.
That's how it usually works.
Obviously, part of being a jockey is you have to be the ideal fit figure, right?
Yes.
What do you do? And I know there's weight limitations, there's things of that nature. What does your fitness and diet plan look like?
Well, I have a personal trainer, and I work
Just
out.
for your physical health.
Yes.
Your physical health. Yeah.
And to do this, to ride. I work out from Monday through Thursday, and
And what's your workouts take? Core, squats, bench press. What are you doing?
it's a lot of speed workout. I do a lot of speed workouts. I do 2 times a week is strength, and then the other 2 days is like I said, it's more like powerful workout, like
Explosive.
explosiveness, and that's pretty much what I do. Basically 2 hours every day, and of course the diet. I don't really have a diet, but I do try to eat as clean as I can.
Right.
And that's pretty much it.
How does the weight class work with being a horse jockey in general? You have to stay underneath a certain level, or how's that work?
Yeah, usually every jockey, their weight is 118, 117.
Right.
And,
Is that where you're at right now?
Yes. And that way you can take 120, 122. It depends on what horse you're riding. The weights is different every race. So we gotta check our weights every single race, before the race, and after the race.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Is it an advantage to be lighter then, obviously, right?
It is, but at the end of the day, let's say in this race, they running the weight limit is 122 pounds. If
Right.
you're lighter, you gotta use a bigger saddle. So at the end
Got
of the
it.
day, it's about the same.
Yeah.
You will have to be running at the same weight.
Is this your professional job, or do you have other gigs you have to do to maintain your lifestyle?
No, this is
it.
what I do.
This is your life.
Mhm.
So from just a lifestyle standpoint, what is your entire, paycheck wise? Is it strictly based off of the owners and the trainers giving you your stipend, or is it, hey, go win and you're going to get a percentage? Or what's the industry standard?
Well, we usually get a percentage from the purse. Let's say it's $100,000 race.
Right.
The horse, the owner gets 60%, which is 60,000,
Right.
and we get 10% off of that, which would be 6,000.
All parties involved obviously want to win. That means more money. We're all on the
Definitely.
same team for something like
Yeah,
that.
I mean, we're here to win. So I mean, you get paid when you get second or third, but I mean,
You're here to
it's-
win. You're a competitor. You want to win.
No, definitely. I mean, when I'm out there, that's my job. That's why they pay me for, and I get paid for that. So I gotta win no matter what.
Win racing, what percent would you say is the horse and what percent is you?
I would say 80% is a horse. You gotta have a good horse in order to compete.
Right.
Now, a bad jockey can make a good horse lose. So that's the difference.
A bad jockey can make a good horse
Yes.
lose. In what way?
I mean, you can, sometimes you gotta stay, you gotta let the horse be. And some jockey basically could ride a horse the way the horse doesn't like. And
Really?
a good jockey studies the horse, how he likes to run, watches replays. He doesn't like go on the inside, he likes to go on the outside. And a bad jockey, doesn't, for example, see replays or any stuff like that. So that's what I'm saying. A bad jockey can make a good horse lose. So there's little things that matter a lot.
So you watch a lot of film on the horses you're going to ride?
Yes. Every time, one day before the race, I study my horses, the horse I'm gonna ride, watch replays, see what horse is gonna go to the lead, what am I gonna do with my horse. Gotta have plan A, plan B, plan C.
Right.
And then everything changes. Once the gate opens, you can have your plans and
Out the window.
Exactly. So you gotta be prepared. That's why I like to study every horse I ride and my competitors.
What about on a day like today where you're racing multiple times in a row? Does it take the wind out of you? Do you ever have days where you just race once, or how's that work?
Yeah, for example, today I ride 6, and it's not bad. Like I said, I'm very fit, so this is,
Yeah.
it's another day for me.
Yeah.
But, it depends. Tomorrow I ride 8.
Right.
It just goes like that.
How do you move up the ladder as a jockey?
I think you gotta make your way up. For example, let's say in these smaller racetracks, you gotta make a name for yourself. You gotta be on the top on the standings, and then after that, other people start seeing you from other racetracks, bigger racetracks. And then
Right.
you can get a call from an agent from other racetracks, bigger racetracks, and that's how you make it. And we'll get there.
We'll get there.
Yes.
What's the ultimate goal of a jockey? Kentucky Derby?
Well, personally, I have a Breeders' Cup, Dubai World Cup, Kentucky
Right.
Derby, of course. I think that's everyone's dream.
And you got jockey in your blood.
Yeah.
You mentioned your uncle won the Triple Crown.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So you call him up, hey, what should I do here? Is he watching you today? Is he critiquing you? How's that going?
Yeah, basically when I started riding, when I was an apprentice rider, I lived with him for around 6 months, and he taught me a lot.
Yeah.
And when I was an apprentice rider, I like to learn from everyone, not just him, but other Hall of Fame riders, because I rode
Right.
in Santa Anita where I was riding with 3 other Hall of Fame riders. So I would pay a lot of attention. If they would tell me something, I would listen. And I think it's been working out because I've been putting it in practice, and it's been working out for me. So
Absolutely. Do you ever get to pick the colors in which you wear on race day, or is that kind of assigned to you?
no, those are the owner's colors,
Right.
and I don't get to choose.
Would you want to if you could?
I would. Yeah.
What's your colors?
I like red, navy blue.
Yeah.
I would have my silks design, and I would wear them
Okay,
every
all
race.
right.
You know.
There you go. Do you have any pre-race rituals?
Not really. I mean,
It's just business.
yeah, but I do. I'm a Christian, so I'm a believer in God, and before the
Godspeed,
races, I
baby.
like to, give a little pray, and that's
Absolutely.
pretty much it.
Every competitor should.
Yes, definitely.
What's the biggest fall you've taken?
All of them. I've had like I've had like 5 in my career, but
Any broken bones?
honestly, nothing broken. So
Yeah.
I try to keep it that way.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Let's go. Well, one of the biggest things in these type of contact sports is learning how to fall.
Yeah.
Right? It's almost a skill to say I'm going to roll with the earth on things. It's the ones where you don't know how to roll with. That's when you get hurt.
Exactly.
If you got an idea and you have it, even if it's a tenth of a second to adjust your back or flex your shoulder,
It counts.
the difference. It's when you don't see it coming. That's when it kicks the crap out
No,
of you.
definitely. Sometimes you don't have the chance to do it because it happens so quick. Sometimes literally you can go riding and all of a sudden you just go down like that, and it happens so quick that you don't even have time. But when you do have time, like you said, you gotta know how to roll. You kind of
Right.
relax your body, and then that's basically how I do it.
Yeah. So you race horses. Do you think you could ride other animals?
I think I can.
What animals could you ride?
I don't know. Elephants, zebras, anything. I just like.
Ostrich?
Yeah. I like.
Camel, lion,
I like competition. so-
rhinoceros,
Yeah, why not?
hippo,
Yeah.
dolphin.
Anything, even a Formula One car.
Have you considered, since you like speed and you like racing, have you considered other racing events?
I love cars, so
Yeah.
I would love to.
F1 if you could.
Oh yeah. Well, if I could, I would definitely would. If I had the money and the
It's a
opportunity, I would.
different breed.
Yes,
Different breed.
exactly. But I love everything, about racing or competition.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate your time, man.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for
guys.
best of luck in the next couple races. We're gonna throw some wagers on you.
Put your savings on me.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
not,
we're gonna-
dinner's on me.
Hey, can we get him this hat real quick?
Oh, there we go.
Hey, check
Perfect.
that. Sexy colors right there.
There you go.
baby.
There you go.
Sexy
I love it. How do I
colors.
look? How do I look?
Godspeed, baby. Hey, I appreciate you.
Thank you, guys.
Take it easy.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.